Thank you each and every one for the beautiful gifts for the angel tree. I'm going to ask Bernie Kofat to come up real quick. Bernie, could you come up a minute? Bernie, along with the township and some of the folks, and Jack will talk a little bit more about this. We have a presentation. This will be the last event we have here at Colleen's. It's closing January 1st, so we have a little presentation, a little bit for less. But I asked Bernie to come up and give a little history about the angel tree to everybody.
My wife Sue and I, we were involved with the first angel tree in Pennsauken. It goes back to the late 1980s. Maybe some of you old-time residents will remember when the group Up With People came into town for several years. First group was in 1988. There was a young man with the advance team that came in a month ahead of time making the arrangements named John Willis. John Willis was from the West Coast, and he brought the idea of the angel tree to Pennsauken. Gave us the concept, the motivation behind it to help kids that might not otherwise have a good Christmas get gifts. We used to have a tree set up in the lobby of the Pennsauken. I don't remember how many of you might remember that, but we would cut out two angels. We'd get the names. There wouldn't be any last names attached to them, just be a first name, a Jimmy, a Mary. Mary's 7 years old, Jimmy's 12-year-old. We'd put it on an angel. There'd be two angels, two cutouts, pink for girls, blue for boys, real creative. And the waitresses at the Pennsauken would encourage the patrons there to adopt an angel. They had the book at the counter. They were very cooperative. They were great people, just as they are today. They let us set the tree up. They let their staff promote this event. People pay their bill, they'd adopt an angel. They put one angel on the tree at the Pennsauken. They keep the other angel for their gift. The gifts would be brought down to the municipal building. There'd be a tree set up on the landing halfway down between the first floor and the second floor. All the gifts would go underneath the tree, and then a week or so before Christmas, a group of us would get together. We would sort out the gifts. I think on the angel tag there'd be a number so we could track them. And then we'd go out and we'd distribute them. And I'll tell you what, that was a very emotional experience. You go into some of the neighborhoods and you knock on the door, and this little kid come and pull back the curtain and look at you and go get mom. Mom come to the door, and you'd give them a package and you'd say, here, this is from the community of Pennsauken so that your kids can have a Christmas. Some of those experiences you just never forget. It gives you a good feeling in your heart. Out of that, over the years, it morphed a little bit to the system it is now, but it's still the angel tree. It's still the same goal, to make sure the kids in Pennsauken who may not otherwise have a Christmas get a Christmas. I know some of you are friends with me on Facebook. I posted a throwback picture yesterday of the first Christmas tree while we were decorating it at the Pennsauken. So if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see that there, and I hope everybody has a good Christmas, and that's the history. Mr. Mayor?
A big round of applause for Bernie Kofat, Duke Marks, and everybody that's involved in the Angel Tree program. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Lester Freeman, please come up here. May I have the steering committee of the Big Council please come on up here. May I have Terry Carr, and I know Larry Cardwell had to leave, but Terry Carr, could you please come up here? We have Tim Ellis up here. Come on, guys. Nancy? Who else has? Franny Gavin. Come on, Francis. Tony Marinelli. Tony Marinelli. How about this? Is anybody from the Big Council out in the audience? Raise your hand, please. We got Bernie. Bernie, you can come up. Who's that young lady in the corner there? Okay. All right, as the big council people are getting organized, I got a little something from the township. All right, here we go. This is a proclamation in recognition of Les Friedman for his contributions to Pennsauken. Whereas we offer our sincerest gratitude to Les Friedman for his dedication and contributions to our community. As a businessman, he gave unselfishly of his time, energy, and talents to better Pennsauken, and we thank him for a job well done. And whereas Les has been a mainstay in the catering industry for 40 years, the last 6 years we have been blessed that Les has focused exclusively on running Colleen's at the Savoy in Pennsauken. His culinary aptitude is second to none, and the masterpieces he has created have been lauded by anyone fortunate enough to host an affair with him. And whereas Les genuinely cares about our community, he certainly does. He has always been a friend of Pennsauken, and his level of commitment was evident in every event that he hosted or helped with. The spread he created for networking events such as the Big Council featured everything from made-to-order omelets to lobster tails. And I know the lobster tails are some of my wife's favorites. It was a great feast for all of the senses. Les also donated the food to the annual Mary Queen of All Saints Irish Night. He's been doing that for many, many years. And also hosted the successful Angel Tree program, as he is doing tonight, that helps provide Christmas gifts to Pennsauken families that are in need. Most recently, Les opened the doors at the Savoy for the benefit of a local 24-year-old volunteer firefighter named Kevin, who was struggling with stage 4 stomach cancer. The event generated $18,000 to help Kevin and his family. That's right, big round of applause. And many of us were here that night. We were in the next room, and it was packed. So now, therefore, I, Jack Killian, Mayor of Pennsauken. Hold on, Johnny Figs, cheese and crackers. Get up here, Johnny Figs, hurry up. No, you got to get up here. You're part of Township Committee. I'm worried about the steering committee, and I forgot about my little brother. Come on, John. We got to make this official. Yeah. So there we go. Now, therefore, I, Jack Killian, Mayor of Pennsauken, along with members of Township Committee, John Figueroa being one of them, hereby recognize Les Friedman for all that he has done to promote and contribute to Pennsauken. Les, we wish you continued success now and for in the future. God bless you, and we love you. And on a personal note, I know you for I don't know how many years, but you're part of our family. Okay, we have 2 more things to do before we finish with Les and everyone. On behalf of the Big Council and the Pennsauken Township, we also have a plaque along with the proclamation. Community Service Award presented to Chef Les Friedman, December 4th, 2014, for many years of serving Pennsauken, both through his kitchen at Colleen's at the Savoy and his overwhelming generosity, not to be outdone. The Big Council of Pennsauken Township and the Township, plus our entire community, we want to thank you, Les. We have a little gift for you around the golf. We have dinner. We have all kinds of fun stuff. So we want to thank Les for a great job, and let's give Les a big round of applause. God bless you. Duke Marks and the Township together working as a community, as Bernie shared. Bernie, you can come up for this presentation. The Angel Tree, which has been going on since the 80s, has come back and forth to many places. Duke, on behalf of the Parks and Recreation Department, Duke, can you just say a word about the Angel Tree to everyone?
The Angel Tree has been in existence for about 25 years, due in big part to guys like Bernie Kofit and Ken Caruth. When they moved on, I kind of jumped in and took over. Basically, how the program runs is We receive donations from residents and businesses in the community, and in turn, we purchase gifts for needy families in our town. Every year, we're able to help between 30 and 40 families in our community, and we give toys to the kids, and these are children that probably wouldn't have any toys if we didn't provide these gifts to them. So it's a great program. I appreciate everyone making the donations, and thank you, and I hope you continue in the future.
Thank you, Duke. And on behalf of the Big Council and all the businesses in town who have been supporting the town, Terry Carr, our treasurer, for the Angel Tree, we're going to donate $1,000 to buy toys for kids in need. So let's give everybody a big round of applause. Thank you very much.
Happy holidays! You're watching Channel 19. It's good. Keep watching, or you might find coal in your stocking. Oh, I'm just kidding.